Hiya, and welcome back to Homecoming Morenatsu Revisited. The game that teaches us that we'll just go with what Kat's decided is a stream title. We'll just go with that. Anyways, let's just hop right in. Once again, I find myself out and about. Not exactly the time I wanted to be doing errands, but since the rain has eased, now seems like the ideal time. At least I remember to bring a bigger umbrella. Okay, let's go down the list. I need to buy bread, rice. Hello. Oh, Shin, good afternoon. The black cat glances at me, and as I stare back, I finally notice that he's wearing a pair of rain boots and holding an umbrella. The fuck? Good afternoon. Why are you out walking on a day like this? Oh, you know, I enjoy getting my clothes wet. I grin at him, pleased with my cheeky remark. And here I was thinking I was a weird one for going out today. Actually, I'm running some errands for Grandma. I pull out a piece of paper from my pocket and show it to Shin. Grandpa strained his back earlier, so Grandma had to stay behind to keep an eye on him. It's the least I can do under the circumstances. Oh? I'm sorry to hear that. Hope he gets better soon. Grandpa? He'll be fine, don't worry about it. What are you up to, Shin? I took something into Mr. Curry for him to repair last week. I'm just on my way to Konosuke's house to pick it up. I see. That makes sense. After all, I got my fan repaired yesterday. I know you're busy, but would you be interested in joining me? Think of it as an opportunity. I turn my head to the side and look at him in confusion. What do you mean? The black cat points at the list in my hand. As I stare down at it, he continues. I saw on your list you need to pick up some extension cords for your grandmother. It's possible Mr. Curry has some spare ones lying around which you can borrow. Staring back up at Shin, I give him a wide grin. You make a good point. Sure, I'll come with you. Okay. We cut across downtown on our way. Of course, even though it's only drizzling, there's very few people walking around. Along the way, I buy the things I need on my list one by one. Did we get it all? In response to Shin's question, I glance down at my list once again. Let's see. Done. We just got those. Looks like after that last one, it should be done. I still need a whetstone. As I scratch my head, Shin steals a glance at my shopping list. A whetstone? Yeah, for sharpening kitchen knives. I remember Grandma saying they're a bit dull. He pauses for a moment, taking hold of his chin in a thoughtful manner. You know, Mr. Curry might have one of those as well. I guess we're finished here, then. Right. Now we can deal with your thing. That's right. Hello, welcome. Oh, Shin Hiroyuki, what's up? Shin folds his arms across his chest and glances over at Konosuke. Your father called earlier saying the repairs I had him do were finished. And I need to pick up a whetstone and some extension cords. The Tanuki raises his eyebrow in surprise. A whetstone? I think we have some of those on that shelf over there. He points to a nearby shelf and I walk over to inspect it. There is a neatly arranged assortment of big, small, round, and handle-attached whetstones. Does it matter which one I buy? It's for knife sharpening, so maybe this rectangular one? Then again, the smaller one with the handle looks easier to use. You okay there, hero? I'm kinda new to this. Which of these would you recommend for knife sharpening? Whatever's easiest, I guess? I know the size and toughness you need varies depending on what you use it for. So, how very helpful, Konosuke. Oh, hold on a sec. He disappears under the counter and comes back up with something in his hands. Try this one. I take the object from Konosuke's hands. The toughness on this one is different on each side. My grandmother comes in here a lot, so I think my dad was saving that one for her. Shin moves closer to get a better look. After he inspects it, he smiles and nods. That's a nice quality whetstone. Rough side for sharpening, soft side for finishing. Wow, thanks! Why does your grandmother want the whetstone anyway? Can't you just take the knives here to get them sharpened? It's what I do. Hang on. I think something's going on with my mic. Nothing is going on with my mic. I widen my eyes and stare over at the tanuki. Really? You guys do that, Konosuke? Yeah, it's not usually knives we sharpen, though. Normally we handle scissors, sickles, hoes, saws, lawn cutters. As Konosuke counts off the tools the shop usually provides a sharpening service for, I notice that Shin has gone strangely quiet. Suddenly the tanuki chuckles, adjusting his glasses and winking. Shin's the only one who brings us knives to sharpen. Really? Yeah. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? How embarrassing. Konosuke shakes his head and flashes his usual thumbs up. It's not like we have any reason to refuse. Anyway, while you guys are here, did you want me to give you a tour of the shop? After a brief pause, Shin shakes his head. I must respectfully decline. Now, how about that thing I had your father repair? That's right! Let me see. Once again, he disappears behind the counter. Here we go, is this it? Shin looks inside the box Konosuke placed on the table to check its contents. The way he pokes around the box makes it look like he's making an exchange with the Yakuza. Yes, this will do. There's a 1-year warranty. Though, that's a really old blender, Shin. Isn't it time you got a new one? Looks like you've put it through hell. You can snoop and steal Mr. Kuri's underwear. I am going to just steal Konosuke's. Bitch! Sorry, I yoinked one before you burned them. An uncomfortable expression makes its way to the cat's face as he glances up from the box. Believe it or not, it hasn't been used much. It belongs to my mom. Oh. Well, even though we normally fix electronics and farm tools, sometimes we don't have the parts needed in order to fix them. I think the blender was one of them. My dad had to make a trip out to Tokyo last week to pick up some parts from a specialty store. Sorry for the inconvenience. It's no big deal, after all, you're paying us. Try to get a better look at the blender, but when that fails, I turn my attention to Konosuke. So you were able to fix it? He pauses for a moment before shaking his head. Dad's the one who does the fixing, though he's trying to teach me. I'm usually good to go if I can figure out the internal structure. With a slightly annoyed look on his face, Shin pulls the blender out of the box and plugs it into the nearest power outlet. A red light on the blender turns on, which seems to calm him down. Looks like it works. You're not going to turn it on? Don't need to. It gets pretty loud. I trust that Mr. Kuri got it working again. All I needed to see was that red light. Besides, I have that 1-year warranty still, right? Although Shin is speaking in a slightly sarcastic tone, the tanuki just flashes a thumbs up and nods. Yep. Well, that's all I need. Here's the payment, Konosuke. Reaching into his pocket, the black cat pulls out his wallet, fishing out a 5,000 yen bill and placing it on the counter. Ah! Thanks, Shin. See you soon. Shin nods before turning to face me. I'm on my way home, Hiroyuki. How about you? He stares at me silently, waiting for my response. Okay, I can't keep doing that. Hang on.
Welcome to orbit.
Do I abandon my husband? Or piss Shin off? These truly are the questions plaguing our society. It's like he's not even that pissed off. He's just disappointed. And we're not doing his route. And we already did Soutarou's event for day 11. weeping is such sweet sorrow. I take a moment to consider my options, but after one more glance at Shin, I know what I need to do. After all, I am running errands. I should get these groceries home. Sorry, Konosuke, I'm leaving too. I was doing errands after all. Oh, okay then. If you need me, I'll be in the backyard beating myself to death out of shame. I'm just kidding. Oh, okay then. He looks at me with puppy dog eyes, but surprisingly, I seem to be immune to their effect. Clearing my throat, I start to pull my wallet out of my pocket. How much do I owe you for the whetstone? The Tanuki holds a hand out and shakes his head. Don't worry about it, I'll put it down on your grandmother's tab. If you say so. Shin turns and gives a wave, beckoning for me to follow. See you later. Later, Konosuke. Bye. I walk alongside Shin through the rainy countryside. See, I would have caved immediately. Not because he's my husband, although that is a reason, but because I cannot handle shit like that. I cannot handle sadness. I can't handle it. I'd cave immediately. With nobody else around, our trip back home is nice and quiet. That is French. And I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm not going to try. I whip my head to the side, staring at the cat in confusion. Wait, what? Oh, sorry. That was a line I read in a book the other day. It means, if it's raining on Friday, it'll probably rain on Sunday too. He gives me a sheepish smile, his tail flicking behind him. Try to make sense of what he said, only to fail spectacularly. Okay, I give. What's that supposed to mean? Honestly? Shin shrugs nonchalantly and continues walking with a graceful stride. Who knows? I thought it sounded like a foreign proverb. The protagonist mutters it to himself in the last line of the book. It's kind of depressing now that I think about it. Shin saying something depressing like that seems very fitting. Well, at least the crops are getting water, right? Yeah. It's not that I don't like the rain. I just don't like getting wet. I nod, remembering my earlier run-in with today's weather. Still, as we approach the crossroads, an idea comes to mind. Hey, Shin. Stopping for a moment, I rub the back of my head with my free hand. The cat also stops upon realizing that I'm no longer beside him. What is it? I take a deep breath and use his blunt question as a push to continue. Would it be alright if I walked you home? He's trying to rizz us up. Shin looks at me in pure shock, clearly not expecting me to have asked such a question. His expression changes, now looking cautious. You asked me that the other day! If you want, you can. A soft pinkness appears on the cat's face. Glancing away shyly, he nods his head. Thank you, Hiroyuki. Hey, tsundere. I smile at him and the two of us start walking to the path that leads to his house. No words are exchanged for the entirety of our journey, but that's fine with me. We can still enjoy each other's company without words. It doesn't take us long before Shin and I arrive at his house. A feeling of disappointment washes over me like a tidal wave. Glancing over at Shin, I can see he seems to be in a better mood. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. The cat meets my stare with his own, folding his arms over his chest. He closes his eyes and smiles. Once again, his cheeks are soft pink. Thanks again, Hiroyuki. It was fun. A surge of happiness flowing through me, I return a smile. It's nice seeing him like this. It's not like I want you. It's not like I want you or anything. No problem, Shin. I'm more than happy to. I bet you are. The two of us share a laugh, something which is rare for him. Fine. It's not like I want you or anything, Baka. I only hope it's something we can share more often. Suddenly, the cat glances up at the sky as the rain slowly starts to get heavier. Well, I'll be going inside now. You best hurry home, Hiroyuki. You don't want the weather to spoil those groceries. Breathing a heavy sigh, I nod, giving my friend a respectful bow. Bye, Shin. Bye. He quickly returns the bow before running inside. I turn away from the cat's house and begin walking home. Not long after, the rain turns into a downpour. I rush home as fast as I can. I'd rather not break another umbrella. However, even with the umbrella, my lower half is soaking wet. Not again! As I walk into the house and dry myself off, I suddenly remember that I forgot something. Crap, the extension cords! In my mind, I can almost hear Shin laughing at my stupidity. You're hopeless, aren't you? You're right, this isn't Portal, this is Wormhole. I curl up under the covers of my futon in an attempt to keep warm. Breathing out a heavy sigh, I sit up and glance around the dark room. I don't know why I'm even looking. The room doesn't look any different from earlier. As I settle back down and get comfortable, I can't help but recall the day in my mind. It's still so surreal to me. My eyelids start to get heavy, especially now that I'm comfortable. With a heavy yawn, I rest my head on my pillow and close my eyes. That's a Hiroyuki snore. That's all their snores. But especially Hiroyuki. August 12th. I didn't think I'd be the one to say this, especially with how hot it was last week. But I'm glad the rain has stopped. Looking around the countryside surrounding me, everything seems so much clearer. Almost as if the rain had washed away a haze overlaying the village. I take a deep breath. Even the air tastes different, somehow. I'm glad my grandparents gave me the day off from chores today. Not to be that guy, but they've been running me kinda ragged lately. Now we're not gonna get baked, we're gonna get sauteed. I mean, I owe them since they're letting me stay for free and all, but... easily could have caught a cold the past couple days. Reach into my backpack and rustle around its contents. At least I got a whole day to myself now to do whatever I want. With little encouragement from Grandpa, I decided I'm gonna take a hike around the area. Oh, that one, okay. Grandma warned me about the mosquitoes and insects that come out after a good rain, so I made sure to bring some insecticide. Bug spray? Check. Map? Check. Water bottle? Check. Trail mix? I just ate breakfast, but you never know. I remembered to charge my phone today so I could take pictures. You fucking liar. I pressed Q and no map opened. This is gonna be great. This summer has been nothing but trips down memory lane so far. Not that I'm complaining, of course. I wouldn't have it any other way. So, where am I gonna go for my hike? The old forest trail or my husband? Husband! Notice I'm starting to enjoy taking walks more than I used to. I probably just went the wrong fucking direction. Maybe it's just me and Sato? This kind of setting is impossible to recreate in the city. I think I just went the wrong fucking direction. It's been a long time since I walked this way. I don't know! I'm an idiot. I thought we knew this. It's literally in the fucking title of my VODs. It's literally in the fucking title. been a long time since I walked this way. Remember there being an old forest trail out here I used to visit with my mom when we lived in Minasato. Yeah, I am an idiot sandwich. But I am more than an idiot sandwich. No! Because I can't fucking remember! And yes, I am aware the Kyoji's a dog and the shit is dying. I am aware. Oh wait, I can actually check. Check something. Oh goddamn, my iPad is so far away. Yes, the Tora will never be happy. You know what? I am going to figure this out once and for all because I am a dumbass. So... we're getting fucking Morenatsu Inception because I'm an idiot. Because I'm a fucking idiot. I am not smart. But we already knew that. So... Homecoming! I swear to God. Okay. Gallery. Route guides. Fuck! Hold on. I can just skip all this because I already read it. Yes! Yes! Laugh all you want. Laugh at my crippling depression. Yes, okay. That's the end. Forest Trail. I am about to figure that out all on my own. And now it's making me watch the credits. It's making me watch the fucking credits! Ow! My side! Damn it! It's been a long time since I walked this way. I remember there being an old forest trail out here I used to visit with my mom when we lived in Minasato. I hope it's still there. I finally arrived at the start of the trail. Everything looks the way I remember it. There's even an that old warning sign warning visitors not to wander off the path. Does anyone ever listen to those? As I walk along the path, I'm stunned by the natural beauty and how relatively untouched it is by civilization. Looking up, I see dazzling sunlight spill through the trees. Compared to the hot walk over here, the shade under the leaves is delightful. Ow. Crap, I slapped the back of my neck. Was I just bitten by a mosquito? Ugh. I had a feeling I should have used some of the bug repellent before I left. Stop sucking my blood, you tiny freaks! I saw something a while ago that is absolutely foul. Since getting build 13, have a look to the history log. No. Oh! That looks nice. Looks nice. When I saw this, it was, Okay, I just got a DM from Amethyst. Real quick, I'm going to explain this. How's one of the songs for my album, Clouds, 12 minutes long? The answer is simple. Yes. Okay. Stop sucking my blood, you tiny freaks! Don't make me call for government genocide of your species! Okay, maybe that's taking it a bit far. I shake my head and continue my walk, pulling out my cell phone to take pictures along the way. When I was little, I remember this entire region being my playground. I'd run around the forest, the river, the village, the fields. I was an energetic kid. It's funny being back in these places and taking it easy. I'm sure little Hiroyuki would look at me and think I'm a total spaz. Further down the path, I spotted an unexpected familiar figure. Is that Konosuke? What's he doing? Getting closer, I see he's holding his prized camera in front of his face. I think he's trying to take a picture. Hang on, I'm just going to answer this. It's more like 3 songs in one. Hey, Konosuke. No reply. Did he not hear me? I wonder. Yo. What you doing, Konosuke? He collapses to the ground after I suddenly stick my face in front of his camera. Hey! That wasn't very nice. Haha. Are you okay? You're terrible, Hiroyuki. You know it. Sorry, I didn't think you'd get that surprised. It's no big deal. In a panic, Konosuke quickly brushes off grass and dirt from his pants, then holds up his camera again to take a picture. Aww. His shoulders droop as he lets the camera fall from his hands. It lands with a plop against its belly when it reaches the end of its strap. Sorry. What were you trying to get a picture of? I had a nice shot set up with a flock of birds. They're all gone now. He sends me a bitter sidelong glance. Try to give him a fake smile, but the glare pierces through my soul, causing me to look away in shame. Why are you so worked up trying to take a picture of birds? You wouldn't understand. I don't know. Try me. You won't tell anybody? Cross my heart. Pinky swear? I present my smallest finger on my right hand to him. Pinky swear. He wraps his pinky finger around mine and shakes vigorously. Alright then. I'm gonna hold you to this. You have my word, Konosuke. Now spill it, the suspense is killing me. He looks me directly in the eye. After a moment's hesitation, he reaches into the bag he wears around his shoulder and pulls out a magazine. The Wonders of the World? Flipping through, I see a large variety of photographs and articles detailing popular vacation spots around the globe. Nothing in here is particularly interesting to me. Then again, the only magazines I tend to read have manga in them. I don't get it. Wow. You like reading this? Even though my voice wavers, I make an effort to ask calmly. Yup, I find the photos in it to be top-notch. Makes me wish I could see those places. Huh. There's more to it, though. Check out this article. Konosuke flips around the magazine a bit before finding the page he's looking for. I see a beautiful picture of a coastline framing a call for junior reader submissions. Reading closer, it looks like it's a scholarship offer to a prestigious school in the United States. The theme seems to be nostalgic scenery. Huh, how sentimental. Not only will the winning submission be featured in the magazine, but the winner will also receive a full scholarship along with the newest digital camera model on the market. That's a pretty reasonable prize, honestly. My heart drops when I realize exactly what this means. Is this it? Yeah. You're thinking about applying? Yeah. His face reddens at the confession. I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling. If he wins this scholarship, won't that mean he'll move away? I don't get it. I thought you liked it here in Minasato. I knew you wouldn't understand! It's easy for you to say that. You're the one who got to leave this place. What? This anger. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this from Konosuke. I'm sorry. Konosuke. Alright, I'm gonna do a thing. Just for the hell of it. Okay. Konosuke. I can't take it anymore, hero. I want to see the world. Crap. I mean, the furthest I've ever been from Minasato was the beach we went to the other day. Really? You've never been with your dad on one of his trips to Tokyo? He prefers to go alone. Probably doesn't want me holding him back or something. Ugh. Can't believe what I'm hearing. That Mr. Kuri loved being around his son. Is Konosuke trying to say he avoids him? I just need to get away. He whispers the last part as tears start running down his face. Hey, don't cry. I'm not used to seeing him this way. Between him, Torihiko, and I, he was always the one I could count on to have a smile on his face. I carefully approach and wrap my arms around him. Hiro, I feel stuck. Scholarship might be my only chance to get out and see the world. I know. The others might be satisfied living their whole lives here, but I'm not. I wish I could take you with me to Osaka. He sniffles a bit, then steps away from my embrace. So do I. Wait. That could be arranged. How would Hiroyuki's mother feel about having a fourth human person living in the apartment? Yes, I am obsessed with him. Well, Hiroyuki's father can go fuck himself. Hey, if I win the scholarship and become a famous photographer, maybe I'll finally be able to fulfill my dream of living in a big city. He holds up his thumb with a smile. When he does that, I can't help but smile back. So, now you know my big secret. Thanks for telling me, Konosuke. You know what? I want to help you. Huh? Yeah, I know what it feels like to be stuck somewhere with no way out. That's how I felt the past 5 years in Osaka. Believe me, the big city isn't all it's cracked up to be. Being here in Minasato again is the most alive I've felt in a long time. Can't say I'm thrilled at the idea of you leaving for the United States, but if it means you won't feel this way anymore, I'll do what I can to help. Thanks, Hiroyuki. That means a lot to me. Take a deep breath. The sweet smell of the forest after a rain fills my lungs. Well, I already screwed up one picture for you. We should start looking for another one. Oh? Okay, then. Want to take a walk down the trail some more? I'm sure something else will pop up. Hopefully something other than me this time, huh? Haha. I spend the next several hours helping Konosuke try to get the perfect photo for the scholarship. Before Konosuke went home for the afternoon, we stopped by the candy shop to buy some ice cream. For a moment, the smile on Konosuke's face as he looked to the sky made me feel like everything was going to turn out alright. If there's a will, there's a way. Oh, this event. I groan as I push my hips forward. Not only are my feet killing me, but I have this pinching sensation in my lower back. I think I've been walking around that long. Is this what it feels like to get old? As habit would dictate, I found myself marching down the road that cuts across the middle of town. I've honestly really enjoyed my time wandering around the town nearby today. It helps that the weather's nicer than it's been lately. The sun seems to have gotten over whatever vendetta it has for me. The gentle breeze cools what little sweat remains on my brow. The distance passes quickly, and soon I hear the grumble of old cars and the occasional shop bell ringing. In comparison to the usual day on the streets of Osaka, Minasato wasn't exactly busy. But it seems a few people are out and about today. My ears perk up. Funny how loud, boisterous laughs are becoming a very normal thing to hear, huh? I break into a light jog and try to follow where that familiar laugh is coming from. Thankfully, the gravel crunches only slightly as I squat down behind a sign just one street over. I can't fucking remember what voice I gave Takeshi. I can never remember what voice I gave Takeshi. There are a lot of names. Takeshi, this is why you get no bitches. No, we gotta do it. We gotta do it, Amethyst. We gotta do it. For Soutarou. Well, boys, here's the place. Sneak a quick peek just in time to see a certain tiger leading a pair behind him. Mr. Ushima, sir? Is this really it? Listen closely. It's not often Yoshiro lets us off work. A lesser man might take the opportunity to melt into his couch. But the Ushima men are anything but lesser. We're hunters in their prime. I watch in amazement. I watch in amazement as Uncle Takeshi flawlessly strikes a pose straight from an old television show. He keeps his left bicep flexed while his right arm shoots out to touch the sky. What we're about to witness are the finest techniques known to man, Soutarou. I'm ready, Uncle. Do I have to be here for this? I just wanted a soda. Takeshi chuckles and lets his pose drop. With a confident stride, he grabs Taro around the shoulders and leans down to speak. Trust me. With my training, you'll have that mane fully grown out by next month. Takeshi's arm swings the rest of the way into a light headlock as he ruffles the lion's mane. And you've already got the advantage. Ladies love that caveman lion mane look. Know what I mean? Fuck it! I just wanted a soda! And now I'm gonna get arrested! This is probably what's going through his poor mind right now. He just wanted a soda, and now he's gonna get arrested. Well, when you put it that way, that's the spirit. We'll be introducing your mom to her future daughter-in-law by tonight. First lesson. It could honestly just be my distance from them, but pretty sure I saw Tora pull a pen out of his pocket. What the fuck? What pocket? A fucking prison pocket? Did he pull that pen out of his asshole? Wait, is that a notepad too? What the fuck? Does he also have a notepad in his ass? Oh my god! Poor fucker. Poor fucker has fucking paper cuts. The hunter must always be aware of his surroundings. And my instincts tell me that someone is trying to mooch free lessons over there. With his grip loosened on Taro, Takeshi's free hand takes the shape of a gun and points in my hiding place. What? Damn, there's tiger senses. What the fuck is even happening? How's a guy supposed to spy on people in this town? No use hiding, bro. Those blue shoes are a nice touch on that inconspicuous sign. Look you've got going. My eyes widen as I look down at my feet. I know what you're talking about. My eyes widen as I look down at my feet. Crap. Sorry. I just happened to be walking by and... I cut off mid-sentence as I step away from the sign and cross the street, making a show of dusting myself off to bide time to make a good excuse. Oh boy, everyone's staring at me. I look like a total spaz right now. Come on, Uncle Takeshi, help me out here. Well, you might as well come along. Come along with... I'm not doing that. It's not often that I teach for free, you know. Yeah, Yuki. We could use a third, right, Soutarou? Hold up, hold up. I'm gonna... Hang on. I'm gonna watch this. Hold on. I'm gonna watch that later. We could use a third, right, Soutarou? I don't know. I mean, wouldn't Hiroyuki find this a little silly? Nah. I bet Yuki's already a pro at this. Right? I crank my head to the side. What exactly are you guys doing anyway? Only the greatest of skills a man can learn. Takeshi motions for me to come closer, peeking over his shoulder as he does so. I lean in, the tiger cups one hand over his mouth. I'm gonna show you guys how to pick up chicks. He finishes his sentence with a broad smile that would have undoubtedly made any chick melt. Oh, that sounds like fun. I let out a long sigh in my head. It most certainly does not sound like fun, considering they're hunting different game than me. Dude, this is gonna be awesome. We might as well get started, guys. But first, we need to find the perfect spot. He cups a hand over his brow to block out the sunlight and scans the street. For the most part, downtown is quiet, but Uncle Takeshi's ears poke up as a shop bell rings in the distance. Follow my lead. I just got a good vibe just now. Without turning to address us, Takeshi crosses the street in a light jog and settles into a confident stride down the sidewalk. Taru takes a quick glance both ways down the street before breaking into a run to follow, with me and Torihiko casually bringing up the rear. So, you're trying to score a hot date for the weekend? Torihiko perks up at the question and blinks a few times before answering. His widened eyes seem to tell a different story than what he probably intended. I just figured, Soutarou needed to learn from the best. I raise an eyebrow. You really think he's up for this? I motioned towards the young lion in question, who was slowed down to a walk with his hands in his pockets. Psh, he's more than ready for this than you are. Torihiko, I will rip your eyebrows off and wear them. Hey! Just imagine the disrespect. Just imagine how disrespectful that is. It's like you're beating someone, then rip their eyebrows off, and then wear them, and then continue beating the shit out of them. A petite mouse lady stands leaning over the counter of the candy shop, chatting casually with the clerk. She sweeps a lock of her hair out of her eyes as Takeshi whirls around on us from outside the shop. Actually, let's not do that to Torihiko. Let's do that to Takeshi. I'm going to beat the shit out of Takeshi, rip his eyebrows off, wear them, continue beating the shit out of him, and then go get a milkshake. Hot babe at 9 o'clock, get down. I still get down. The four of us scramble for the cover of a nearby bench, which surely hides us about as well as my sign from earlier. Uncle Takeshi leans over to whisper to us, and I feel one of his whiskers poking me in the cheek. Okay, that's Kasumi. I've stayed at her place once or twice, so this should be a simple in-and-out operation. I snicker a bit at the comment and nudge Torihiko with my elbow. He returns my motion with a wiggle of his eyebrows and a broad smile. Bitch, you just caused a tornado. And now we are... Yo, what up, you two? We're doing the Let's Get Pepper Sprayed speed run. Torihiko, congratulations. You just sent a huge gust of wind our way. Taro, on the other hand, seems a bit less enthusiastic as he draws his knees up further to his chest and furrows his brow. Okay, now, you guys stay here and keep your eyes on me. Keep your eyes on her too, but, mostly me. Just one thing before I get started. With a flick of his wrist, I watch Uncle Takeshi open the top button of his shirt, exposing a bit of his chest fluff. Damn, okay, clearly that stuff works since it's working on me! And he's going to teach the other two guys sitting next to me how to do this. Oh boy! Okay, now you just wait for an opening, like... here! Takeshi stands up quickly, smooths down his shirt, and crosses the street just in time for this Kasumi to turn around and exit the shop. Kasumi? Kasumi Takahashi. Well, I'll be damned. Takeshi? It's been so long, how are you? Beside me, Torihiko clenches his fist in victory. That's my uncle! No woman on earth can resist the Ushima charm. A smirk forms on my face. Oh? So you're not single then? Hey! I could have a girl anytime I want. I'm just busy, that's all. Sure, haha. Torihiko lightly slugs me on the thigh and turns back to watch Takeshi work on the mouse lady. Now seems to be listing off restaurants in Kazanari. Are you picking up any good techniques over there, Taro? I'm not so sure I'm cut out for this stuff. Torihiko pats the lion lightly on his back twice and gives it a soft rub. Don't be so nervous. I mean, it's not like you have to marry any of these girls, right? Somehow, I don't think that made the lion feel any better. Yeah, I guess you're right. You usually hang out with Kyoji, don't you? Where's he today? Seemingly relieved that I changed the topic gives me a little smile. There's someplace in Kazanari his family wanted to go to today. He said it was to celebrate his grandparents' anniversary. And my dad gave us all the day off from work. Said he had some big-name guests coming and he wanted to handle them personally. Torihiko turns to wink at Soutarou and motions with his hand at the woman now hugging Takeshi around the neck. Sure beats playing those bullet hell games with Shun, right? Soutarou seems to contemplate the question for a second before answering. I like most of the games he has, but I still don't quite get those. Poor Shun has Soutarou playing Cuphead. Neither do I. It's like playing fighting games with him, right? I will never, ever play another one of those with Shun again. I chuckle a bit at the thought of Tora challenging Shun. Attention deficiency... He seems like a must in order to enjoy the more hardcore parts of Shun's library. See? Easy peasy, just like I told ya. I'll be coming home late tonight, Tora. Be sure to leave some dinner for me. Alright, boys, did you catch all that? What was number one thing that sealed the deal? To be honest, we all stopped paying attention halfway through. Tora. Making eye contact? What? No. That's just the setup. What got me an invitation to her place? Hiroyuki. Complimenting her outfit or asking if she wanted a good time. The eyebrows are hereditary. Like, Takeshi just has a kid, and you look at the child and just massive fucking eyebrows. That's it. You know what? I have to know. Hold on. I'm doing a thing. Don't worry, it's nothing too bad. I'm just doing something mildly concerning. Don't worry. Yeah. And just like that, I feel emotionally nothing. It's funny because I feel nothing. Yeah, they're not. I shrug and stare at him before answering with the first thought that comes to mind. Complimenting her outfit, right? Hell no! That's begging to get friend-zoned, dude! Soutarou, surely you were paying attention, right? Sorry, what was the question again? Oh, come on! Alright, new plan. We're going to the park to practice. Huh? Move out! Maybe a more hands-on approach is what we need. Totally understandable. Takeshi slings an arm around my shoulder and briskly marches me to the shade of a nearby tree. Taro and Torihiko follow closely behind us. Now, let's set up a scenario here. Let's say you spot a nice older woman with a huge rack at the grocery store. Hiroyuki and I are gonna play this chick and you two are after our phone number. No homo, by the way. Takeshi finishes instructions and pushes me to one side of the tree. I manage to catch a glimpse of Sotaro's eyes before they're blocked by the trunk. Honestly, I think I'm just a teensy bit more mortified than you are, man. Piece of cake, I'll have you in bed in 20 minutes flat. I mean, no homo? Correct, my young disciple. No homo indeed. Exactly. No, because there are rules to this. There are rules to this. Frostclaw, are they wearing socks right now? Are they wearing socks? Then it is officially gay. Because it is law that if you say no homo, then it is not gay. If you're wearing socks, then it isn't gay. But if you do both, then it is gay. And if you do neither, then it is gay. So this is in fact very fucking gay. Alright, let's get started. Hiroyuki, you get first pick, the other guy's with me. Oh boy, ladies first, huh? It's a quiet Thursday afternoon here, wherever this is. I'm hovering over the diced tomato cans. I swear I have a coupon somewhere in my purse, but I'm having a nagging feeling I left it at home. I think I also left the top right burner of the stove on. Lovely. I sigh and ponder why I'm even here. My husband won't be home late because he was swamped at work. The reality is, he'll be late because he has a new secretary who used to be an online AV actor. Should I say something? No. That would make me seem paranoid. But I am paranoid! What on earth should I do? I'm considering kicking my shopping cart to the side and taking the first bus back to my mother's. A young man steps up beside me. The young lion is silent at first, staring at a can of organic tomato paste. I clear my throat to catch his attention and he jumps slightly. I stare at his light brown eyes for just a second before he blinks and turns away again. Psst. Is the part where you engage. Oh, sorry. Do you like the kind without salt? Excuse me? For a moment, the young man bites his lower lip and fidgets. Then he tries again. Sorry, I meant, do you like the diced tomatoes that aren't salted? He points up at a can at the very edge of the shelf and finally turns his head to look at me, revealing a bright smile. I hear they're healthier for you without salt, actually. I like it with salt, personally. It's not actually bad for you as long as you drink a lot of water. Huh. I wish it were that simple with all the stuff I eat. Okay. Cut for just a sec. A ghost shaped like a tiger man waltzes through the shelf in front of us and bends down to speak to the lion boy. What the fuck? Okay, listen. I dig your casual approach, but, you're coming across as a virgin. Remember, your goal is to have her panties hung on your wall, not joining her book club. Alright? Good. Action! The lion's eyes are wide for a second, but he bounces back after a deep breath. I didn't pay attention. In fact, his personality takes a complete 180. You know, I don't think you have much to worry about. You look good. You could be eating whatever you want. You think so? I know so. As a matter of fact, I couldn't help but wonder if you've already made plans for dinner later. Damn, that was so smooth! Holy hell! The question came out so naturally you'd think he was being genuine. Well, you seem very nice, but I'm married. Oh, how I wish I could just bite my tongue. All women my age dream about affection from younger men not blinded by girls fresh out of high school. An interesting development, eh, Sora? Wonder how the little guy will handle this. Come on, Soutarou. The young man considers my response for a moment. And then, in motion straight from the movies, he flicks his nose and grabs a can of salted tomatoes off the shelf. He hands it to me with a wink. Well, what he doesn't know won't hurt him. Jackpot! As Takeshi and Torihiko dogpile onto Soutarou next to the tree we acted under, I can't help but notice how hard my heart is pounding. My god! The dude really does have game! With the training complete, Takeshi gives us his blessing to go girl hunting solo on the promise that we'd see if their mom was attractive or not. With the sun fading fast on the horizon, he sends us back to the Yoshima Inn as he heads off in the direction of Kasumi's house. Perhaps before we leave this summer, the Yoshima family might have another addition to their family. Ha! Oh, who am I kidding? This is Uncle Takeshi we're talking about. He'll never be caught by that bullet. We're gonna leave off here tonight. See, that is how you get pepper sprayed and arrested. Stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.